Hey guys, I'm Trev. Let's talk about making money, perhaps getting rich, retiring early. Let's talk about the number one in the life wealth destroyer. Everybody thinks it's having a car. Oh, you got a beautiful car. Look at that brand new Lincoln. Let's talk about the real wealth destroyer. The cause that most men never retire or even die before they retire. It's having kids, right? I have two wonderful kids and I would never change it for my life. But let's talk about how much they cost. And it's a lot, right? The first day they were born, I had to buy diapers. Let's get into it, okay? Let's talk about car seats. Oh, I would love to take my wife out for dinner, but I can't. Why? Because I gotta spend money on a car seat that weekend because my kid needs to be safe. Because he can't just sit his little butt in a car with a seatbelt because it's unsafe. And you gotta keep your kids safe. Well, how much does a car seat cost? A lot. If you want to be cheap and get the cheapest car seat, look, don't have kids, right? Because if you're gonna have kids and care for them, you should get them the really safe car seat. You know? I live in Colombia, South America. I'm from Canada. And as I'm here, I walk around, I see people with their kids on motorcycles. It's crazy. It's like, spend the extra money, man. Get a car seat. I know there are some social problems here, but it's your kid. I like to save money, man, but if you're gonna have kids, keep them safe, right? So car seat, boom, there goes 500 bucks. Stroller, you think you're gonna walk around holding your kid in your arms? These kids are heavy, man. They're like Christmas turkeys after they eat. You're gonna have to get a stroller. And a good stroller, look, costs about 1,000 bucks. I was at the store the other day and there's strollers for 200 bucks, 100 bucks. But honestly, man, this is dollar store crap. You know, these things are gonna break and you're just gonna have to end up buying a better stroller anyway. All right. So I have a babysitter because I need to work, and the babysitter comes every once in a while, let's say once a week, and then I can get a lot of work done in that one day. Because again, you have to hire a babysitter, you have to pay for a babysitter. But because you do have a babysitter now, you don't necessarily trust them that much. So you got to get them a baby monitor. You got to get a baby monitor to keep your kids good. These are my kids, by the way, super cute. But look at this book. This book costs 10 bucks. Look at these shoes, Skechers. They're not fake, they're not rip-offs. I got them from the mall. Boom, 50 bucks. Adios, 50 bucks. Oh, I could have did something nice that day. I could have went for beers. I could have went for chicken wings. Nope, I had to buy shoes for my boy. Look at this beautiful sweater here. Man, I would love to get myself a beautiful sweater, but I can't because I gotta get it for my son Mateo, right? Anywho, let's move on, fellas. So, diapers. Adios. 50 bucks every couple days. Now let's move on to something that most people don't think they gotta get, but they do. Baby formula, right? Every 3, 4 days, I gotta spend money on something called formula. You know what formula really is? It's a formula to take your money, right? Don't get me wrong, you gotta get this stuff because sometimes your kids, they don't really eat good. They don't eat well. Sometimes they're really picky. So you give them formula, they drink it, they get their calories, they get their nutrition. You have to do it. And that's the thing with being a dad. You have to spend the money, man. It's like it's a such a great business because you want to have kids, you got to keep them good. They know, the businesses know that you have to buy this stuff. There's so many things that you don't have to buy. Like I was walking the other day and there's a beautiful plant that I could have bought, but I don't need it. I don't have to get it. It's not gonna do anything good for this family, right? But baby food, formula, breastfeeding accessories, all this stuff. Honestly, man, it's like the money just flies out of your hand. I can't put the money into the S&P 500 because I got to spend it on my babies. So, it kind of sucks, right? Anywho, moving on. Furniture. Guys, you got to get furniture for the kids. You got to get them a bed. Like, where are they going to sleep? The sofa? No, they're babies. They'll fall off the sofas and hit their head. And guess who has a medical bill after they hit their head on the floor? You. And that costs more money, right? So you got to get them a crib. You have to contain them like they're dogs, honestly. And it costs a lot. Like, I have a bed right here. You can't see it, but it costs like 500 bucks. And my kid's 2 now. He just gets out of the bed. So this bed that I got that is supposed to keep the kids safe, he can just get out of it now, right? My God. When I look at my account, it's depressing, man. Honestly, sometimes I feel like I want to cry, but I'm a man, so I don't, right? Childcare costs. My wife needs the kids to have the best private insurance because if they get a cold or a fever, we got to take them to the doctors. And I have no issues with that. I have no issues with keeping my kids good, but what I do have an issue with is spending money on other people but me. But again, you want to be a dad or a parent, a good dad, a good parent, you got to do it. Clothing, man. Clothing. You know how cheap I am? How frugal I am? Is that I was so happy that I had two boys. Why? Because they could use each other's crap, right? If I had a girl, he's not going to use my boy's stuff. I mean, that's kind of weird, right? We're going to have to get the girly clothes, pink stuff with little flowers on them, you know? But no, I had two kids, so I kind of save a little bit of money because they can kind of wear each other's crap, right? But it's really not too much, right? But honestly, having kids is cool. There's like 1,000 other things that I didn't mention about having kids, like taking them to the park and doing other cool stuff with them that, basically I'm never going to be able to retire. So yeah, this is Mateo. He just woke up. Speaking of which, is that I had to stop working because this little guy just woke up, which means that not only do you have to make money for them, but they stop you from making money. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm home. The housekeeper is here, but she's cleaning. Right? Mommy's not here. I don't know where the heck she is. But, anyways, I gotta work, take care of the kids, and it's a lot of work. So, you gotta work to take care of the kids, but sometimes you can't work because you gotta take care of the kids. What do you call that? Right? An oxymoron? No, I don't think that makes sense. Right? And the thing is, when I get old, I have to hope that this guy takes care of me so I can save money. So I have to raise him to be good so he can take care of me when I can't control my farts. So guys, let's go back in time and pretend that we didn't have kids. We didn't have kids and we could have put all that money in something like the S&P 500 that normally makes about 10% per year historically, right? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but most of the time it keeps going up, right? But we didn't have kids. We put all that money, we would have had kids into the jar of S&P 500, and instead of retiring when we're 90 and can't control those farts, we can retire when we're 50 or 45 and live good because we didn't have kids. What really gets me is everybody says cars are the wealth destroyer. No, it's kids, man. They're a wealth destroyer. You can't take as many vacations. But guess what? I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my kids. We're talking about money. And sometimes people don't have kids. I think most of it is for money reasons, right? It's not because, oh, the extra work, blah, blah, blah. I think it's because of the extra money. So if you want to retire early, live good, have no dependents, don't have kids, right? And that's it. Have a great day. Hey, shut up! Can you tell the people to leave a comment, subscribe if they would like more content from us? Huh? Yeah? Good boy. You're very special. Thanks, guys.